2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, I play on that.
You remember who else left?
Oh, shit. I think it's
Moving up on
I didn't realize anything.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Because if he blow me the fuck out, I'm pissed off.
Because you got worried. He's scared of shit like that. I am worried. You got worried on that. He's really not.
Right to the air is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Yeah, bro.
That's the ability to read a defense.
When I lose a game,
I'm
I'm already
get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, he just snuck out there and he was getting nice first down.
Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off on it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Now Jackson. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Defense is always starting not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Jackson going to keep it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it, but I don't care how much you prepare. It is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. He'll find Metcalf. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Second down and inches. He's got his tight end going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 23.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run with the rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I never won everything I use it. 60-40 for me.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Oh my God, bro. He's throwing drives right in front of me.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I'm ready to give niggas like him my run, bro. That shit's garbage.
A little bit. Why you good?
Looking to throw. Howard.
Oh my God, how about that?
It's an out to
Where you
field.
going, man?
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. Yeah, that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
At the Ravens' 3-yard line.
When he come back from vacation.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. Nothing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
36-yard line.
I'm playing fucking with it.
First down, here's Mitchell. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established on your front, it's going to give you a great chance to go behind.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I don't know.
Second and 6. Jackson now.
I don't know.
He'll keep it himself.
I don't know how long she's going to be there. You have to
And
ask
they're going to
her.
have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an up play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson.
I don't know what day is next week. What day? Because next week considers of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I have no idea, Pete.
That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
6-0 our score after 1.
No, you got 4 minutes until daytime, so it's really no point. No,
This is 2nd and 8.
No, you're about to go to bed.
We're going to kill it.
Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Bateman over the middle.
A whooping.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I couldn't believe it, bro. You see how he
got his
acted.
first one here.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the
I was like, oh my God.
As they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Jackson. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Look at this freaking marker.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Look at this shit, Martha. Look at this shit, Martha.
Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board.
Damn, he's fast as shit. He's fast. He's fast. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. That should have made him over and throw it, though. Like, my nigga, Lamar can't throw a fucking 20-yard dot to the end zone. He throw a lot of fucking... He's like,
that was a good ball placement right there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
To throw is Jackson.
I'm trying to throw this 30. Oh, my God. I had him.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
3rd and 15.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Lamar changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it.
Oh, my
They'll
God.
let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. When I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
I'm live this shit.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll start the drive to the ground with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
70 Lions, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They can't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A first down carry for Henry. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
That is caught by Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and out brings up third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run.
Oh, my God.
Big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Looking for Thielen, but it's him.
Oh, my God. Good game.
And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a
Good
first
game.
down.
What else I'm going to do?
Together. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
Yeah, what else I'm supposed to do, man?
First down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Close not good.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Quick throw knocked away.
Right.
It's incomplete.
Quick in the 20.
Had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it.
Yeah, you see this shit they giving him, bro?
And he is in the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
You see my man just catch a pick and he fumbles it immediately.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nice, what the fuck?
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
It's saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Change it.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Howard. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And
Man,
he's going to
I
have
already
the
knew
Steelers
on
first down. What will be a big play there on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mustang, Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he?
Sure
Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part there. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, what's
Show me the dough, bro.
might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I hear you.
Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And the open man, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was the most shit they win all day. Like that should feel good to get a play for what.
Again, Jackson. They'll find Bateman once more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Oh, my God.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. He's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Oh, they give me my fucking turnover.
Now it's Jackson.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
I got a fucking pick, though. The same drive, he fucking scored.
Jackson now.
Right side. There's Likely with it.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Here's Jackson to throw.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Finally, give me something. Give me some bullshit.
Over there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for.
Give me some bullshit, man.
Get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Hell, I did that for him.
Jackson.
He said, Chris, take this bullshit right here.
Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now 2nd and 3.
You just saying we don't do no bullshit all game. I do some bullshit right.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. On his loop for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
He said, Chris, take this bullshit and I'll throw it.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football,
fighting through it, he's got space. And now off to the races down the right side. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Back to throw. Howard.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the 1st down.
I'll try it again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
It looks like they'll move things around here. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to perhaps salt this one away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Luke now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Game ain't over yet, Chris.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts. I don't even feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You know that, right?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 3.
Let's go. 18, 19, 18.
Oh, shit.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
Almost fucking got the
Very
fucking.
close to a first down, but I see the closed fist to the referee, and that means fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is
I call timeout. I call timeout
might hurt
later.
your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
An audible here to get a new look.
You don't need that timeout. Yeah, so you good. Yeah, he's to hold that timeout.
They run. It's Johnson.
There you go.
Fuck.
Have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
He was getting too much bullshit all game. Take your scary ass on. All right.
They go